Hi everyone, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do a one brand tutorial and I'm using all Essence makeup. Essence is a German brand as far as I am aware, but I haven't worn it in years because obviously I've gone on to using other makeup products and I've forgotten about little Essence. The other day I went into Penny's and I picked up loads of Essence makeup. You can get Essence in Penny's, Dunnes and some pharmacies nationwide, so it's not really that difficult to get in Ireland. I think Ulta has it in America and I don't know about Canada. I think Canada actually has Essence. I've watched a lot of Canadians who use it. And the UK, I'm presuming that they have it there as well if we have it here in Ireland. So I think it is widely available. So I'm going to test out a couple of products and see how they perform on my skin. Like I said, it's been years since I've used Essence products, so I don't know how they're gonna perform. And obviously when you're going through different like makeup, you kind of forget what other brands are like. So I think it's a great way to kind of try it again and see what it's like now. I think the only thing I couldn't get from Essence was their primer. So I'm going to take my NYX Studio Loving primer and just apply that to my skin first before I do anything else. I've managed to get foundation, concealer, eye primer, eyeshadows, kind of basically everything. The only thing I noticed that they didn't have was a face primer, but maybe I just didn't spot it. However, I did spend like 10 minutes on the stand trying to find one. This is the foundation I picked up from them and it's the Stay All Day 16-hour long-lasting makeup and I got the number 30 soft sand. They had no testers. There was very low stock of this foundation. I think there was only like a really pale one and then this one. I am praying that this matches me because if not, it's gonna look a hot mess. I feel like it looks a lot like the Benefit foundation as well, like the packaging, and I think it's kind of cute. This was only like €4 as well. Oh no. Definitely not going to match me. For starters, it's too pink, even though it's a soft sand. That's really weird. Why would you, like, it's a pinky kind of foundation. What we're gonna go with. I actually think I had this foundation before, like back in the day. The only reason I'm saying that is because I really recognize the fragrance. Maybe it smells like a different foundation that I had, but I feel like I've had this before. I'm not sure about the foundation. It's okay. Like the coverage of it is quite sheer. It's medium. Well, it's sheer to medium. If you had large blemishes on your skin or you had spots, this is not going to cover it because I have like 3 little characters hanging out here on my forehead and it's not covering them. It's not looking the best. Move on to my eyes next and I'm going to take the Essence I Love Stage Makeup Base. I've used this for years and years and years and years and I couldn't find like my old one. I presume I probably threw it out. So I picked up a new one, eyeshadow base. I think it's actually really, really good for something that's a very affordable brand. Next I'm going to move on to eyeshadow and I picked up so many eyeshadows. I think I picked up, how many have I got? 6, 7 here. So I have tons of eyeshadows to try out. So I first off picked up this eyeshadow and it looks like that. So it reminds me a little bit of Peach Smoothie. It's not showing up as true peach on camera and it's called Almost Peachy. So I'm going to use that as a transition shade into my crease. A little bit light. Okay, that's a bit too light for my skin tone. So I'm going to take Taupe Secret and it looks like that. It's just a little brown, cool tone brown shade. I'm going to take that on a denser brush and just place that into my crease. So this is much better. Not as pale on my skin tone. Those shadows are not bad. They kind of blend out pretty well. They're not choppy at all. Okay, I'm going to deepen up the crease here with Mr. Mocha Bean. And it's like this dark brown. I'm just going to keep that below the crease. Oh, it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be really, really, really brown, or really dark rather, but it's actually a nice shade. I'm actually really liking these eyeshadows for the most part. Like they're so affordable and they're not bad quality. Like I think they're only €2 each as well. The next eyeshadow, I'm not sure if they still have it, but I had it in my collection because I just realized I had nothing for the inner corner of my eye. And the shade is Cappuccino Please, so I'm just going to use that on a brush. I've used this one a lot before. I love this color. We're going to go with that one. For the outer portion of my eye, just out here, I'm going to use this one and it's called Keep Calm and Berry. I like that. This eyeshadow is a little bit more difficult to work with, like picking it up on the brush. The other eyeshadows were these velvet ones, whereas this is just one of their ordinary ones and it's not as good. I'm gonna try and build it up maybe even with a smaller brush. Wow, this purple shade is not the best. I would recommend going with the velvet shadows if you can get a hold of them ones. This one is just awful. It's taken ages, but I built up that shade, and I recommend if you are to pick up that shade, maybe get a base to go along with it. I'm going to go in with another one of those shadows again, and this one is Chili Vanilli, and I really hope that it's going to show up. This one's a little bit better actually, quality. Yeah, this is actually a much better shadow. You can just tell from how much your brush is actually picking up. Hold the phone. I found the black eyeshadow, and it is black is the new black. So hopefully this one works. Yeah, the darker shades seem to be not as great a quality from these Essence eyeshadows from that particular range, whereas the velvet ones seem to be much more creamy and smooth on the skin. I'm going to take this black liquid liner. I remember everybody and their mother talking about this when I was younger, and I never ever tried it, so I'm going to get to try it now. This is their liquid ink eyeliner, and it has a really little thin tiny little brush, so I'm going to apply that to my eyelid. Going to remove the tape and left with kind of a crisp line. I need to clean up big time here. Okay, I'm going to move on to brows before I do any of the rest of the face rather, and I'm taking two products. So the first one is their eyebrow pencil, and this is number 02 brown. I think this only costs like €1, and I've had this one for a very long time. This is the Make Me Brow. I don't know what this pencil is going to be like. It's the only one that was close to my eyebrow shade. The rest of them were really ashen or kind of blonde, and my eyebrows are not blonde, even though I am blonde. Obviously my blonde hair is not my real hair color. Not bad. That's not bad for a €1 pencil. I'm actually quite happy with that shape and color and everything. I'm gonna put the Make Me Brow over the top to set all my hairs in place. Okay, the next thing is something I'm kind of a little bit scared of, and it's the concealer. And the reason why I'm a little bit terrified of the concealer is because it is the lightest shade, and there was only 2 shades available, and this is the darker of the 2. It's very, very light. Wow, in comparison to the foundation. Oh, sweet God. I need to leave the house in 2 minutes, and I can't have white under eyes. One huge complaint, Essence really needs to make a little bit of a darker concealer. I mean, this is my natural skin tone, and the foundation's not the worst, but that concealer is definitely way too light for me. I've only had it on for 2 seconds and it's creased so bad. I'm going to use this eyeshadow to set it because I have nothing else. Actually, that eyeshadow is really good at setting the under eye area. That was the one in All or Nothing. Okay, and to set the face, I'm going to take this pressed powder, and this in the colour Perfect Beige. I'm just going to apply that all over the skin with a flat top brush. It's setting my face very, very well. It's really, really nice. Like, it's set my skin really, really well. So thumbs up for the powder. I'm going to take that purple eyeshadow and place that underneath my lower lash line to try and tie the look in together. I'm going to apply that light shade to the inner corner of my eye, and that's the one I use to set the under eye area as well. Sure, it works, it works. And then into my waterline, I'm going to use the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and they're twisty as well, which is great. And it's pigmented, oh my God. It's really hard to get like good pigmented eyeliners, I find, from affordable brands. I picked up a nude one as well because I was like, if this works, it'll be just gold. And for my lashes, I'm going to use the Essence Get Big Lashes. This is one of my favorite mascaras. And I wasn't going to try a different one because I wanted to talk to you guys about this one. I love this mascara. It is amazing. It's really great at separating your lashes, making your lashes look fuller, and I love it. Just the brush can be a bit huge, obviously. Be careful with it because it's easy to get mascara every which way on your face. Guys, my battery's just after dying. I have no idea what I was even saying. I'm so sorry. It's such a rookie mistake. I didn't have another one like charged and ready to go. So I applied eyelashes while I was waiting. So I'm going to continue on with what I was doing. I'm going to take this bronzer. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer, and it's for darker skin. They didn't have any other shades, so I just picked up this one. I'm sure there's one for lighter skin. It's matte, so I presume I could kind of contour with it, although I'm not going to contour because it's a little bit too orange orange for contour. I'm just gonna lightly bronze up the skin. Gonna apply that underneath my cheekbones. So just bronzing up the perimeters on my face. If you do get a chance to try this out, I highly recommend that bronzer. It is quite nice. Now for blushers, I'm going to take the Essence Matte Touch Blush, and this is in the colour Rose Me Up. This was the only one that kind of appealed to me. A lot of them were slightly orange or red. Wasn't really keen. This was just a kind of neutral, peachy type of shade. Ooh, a little bit of fallout there. I quite like that blush actually. It's just really, really subtle. I didn't want to go through anything extreme because I didn't exactly know what sort of look I was going for. Yeah, I like that blush. I like that a lot actually. It was really inexpensive. I think it was about €2 or €3. I highly recommend them, the Matte Touch blushes. Really like them. Now, my biggest issue was trying to find a highlighter. I couldn't find any, but I did have some in my collection. I don't know if these are still available. I'm sorry guys, because I couldn't find any highlighters there. I don't even know if I like these. I can't remember. But these are the Essence So Glow Cream to Powder Highlight. Because it's a cream to powder, I feel like it'd be okay to place it over my skin. I hope it doesn't go kind of blotchy. Might use a little synthetic brush. Just gonna dab it into the product. I'm gonna apply that in the high parts of my face. I will blend it out with my finger afterwards because I don't like the way brushes apply cream products. I feel like your fingers are great because they warm up the product. Place that over my lip. That's actually not a bad highlight for an inexpensive product. It looks kind of nice on my cheeks, it's glowing. And now for the final part of this, I'm going to do a lip colour. I bought two. I got a really, really dark one, which I'm kind of more drawn to. That one is called Matte Number 8. So it doesn't have a name or anything. And this is Matte Number 2, which is more of a nude shade, like a brownie nude. I think I'm gonna go with the dark one. The Essence lip liners, I have a few in my collection, so I'm gonna use, I think, Satin Mauve. No, actually I'm gonna use Soft Berry. I have loads, so I didn't purchase any lip liners because Essence lip liners have always been a favorite of mine. Hopefully it goes with my lipstick. Essence lip liners are like $1.50 and they're just so creamy and pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with that number 08 on my lip. Oh, hopefully it turns out okay. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but in person it looks so pretty. It's really different, definitely not something that I would normally reach for, but because it was like €2, I was like, yeah, definitely just go grab it. So yeah, that is the completed Essence makeup look. I'm just gonna fix my hair and I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay guys, I am back. So I want to kind of do a roundup of all the products that I tried. I just want to start off by saying that the foundation is awful. It looks wrong on my skin tone. It's like seeping into pores, it's seeping into lines around my mouth, and I could not see this holding up for, what does it promise? 16 hours. I have had this on for probably about an hour and a half and it's looking like a hot mess right now. But I would stay clear of the foundation. I don't know what their other foundations are like, but this one is not my cup of tea. The concealer actually wasn't too bad in the end, still a bit too light, and it did kind of dry out my under eye areas and crease a little bit. I know I sound like I'm bashing it, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, it wasn't the worst concealer, definitely not the best. The thing I'm most impressed with is Essence lip products. I think they're great, and the Velvet eyeshadow, I think they were okay as well. The other eyeshadows from Essence, I'd stay clear of them. Their blush was fantastic, really liked the blush, and I've always liked that bronzer. Where was it gone here? The Essence Sun Club bronzer. Great bronzer for a budget buy, and I highly recommend it. Mascara, I love their mascara, and the eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, where's that gone to? I actually really liked that. I'm surprised that I liked it so much. The liquid ink eyeliner is what it's called, and it has like a silver lid and a black bottle. Oh yeah, and the brow products, they weren't too bad either. So the eye products are hit and miss, like the mascara, eyeliner, and brow products were great. Eyeshadows, hit and miss again, and their face products, they definitely need to work on their foundation and their concealer a little bit more, but their powder products are okay. I think that's kind of a roundup of everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed creating it for you. It was interesting to try Essence makeup and see what I thought of it now after a couple of years of not using it, and I still think that some of the products are like just hidden gems. I also do think that some of the products could improve, and definitely from trying other products like high-end products and stuff like that over the years, I have discovered like what I like and what I don't like anymore in products. Nice to walk down memory lane and see what was going on with Essence. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved making it for you, and stay tuned for my next one. I love you guys. Mwah! Bye!